Hi, everybody. I wanted to do a little catch up on my 100-day project, 100 doodles, a doodle a day for 100 days. I just did a video recently. Needless to say, sometimes life gets in the way, especially when you work for yourself. You don't always get to do the things you want to do. And sometimes you work from the minute you get out of bed until the minute you cannot stand up anymore. And it's been like that for the last couple of weeks for me. So, which is a good thing when you work for yourself. But at the same time, it means that the things that are fun sometimes get pushed aside. So, anyways, I have been trying to keep up with my doodles. This is the last one I showed you, which is day 23. I checked this morning and they're supposed to be on day 46, and I am not on day 46, but I had some catching up to do in the beginning in the first place, and I did miss a few days. I cannot tell you I didn't. But let's just go on and take a look at what I have done. This was day 24 and 25 and 26. This is day 27, day 28. And I have to tell you that this one I did not like at all until I colored it. And then I kind of did like it. And this one I liked, and then I colored it. And then I didn't like it. So, of course, I always like the flowers. That's just one of those things. I just love the flowers. I could do flowers every day, but then they would look the same. So I'm trying not to. Anyways, this is day 28 and 29, day 30. This is day 31, and I switched color palettes. Don't like it. I'm one of those bright girls, so, but I thought it was, something I should try. And this is day 31, 32, day 33. For some reason, these all look like little snails to me this morning. Doesn't always, but that's what they look like today. This one's day 34. And there again, I think I would have liked it a lot better had I used brighter colors. And this is day 35 and day 36. I kind of like this all over pattern, but I really kind of like this too. So I think I'm going to use this in an art journal page I'm working on. It's one of those things, the doodles are supposed to just jumpstart my creativity. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's one of the things I wanted to do is try to jumpstart things. Anyways, that's day 36. I like these colors. Now, they're not real bright, but I do like them. They're kind of earthy, but yet they have some vibrancy to them, so that kind of helped too. This is day 37 and day 38. Now, if you look, day 38 and day 36 are kind of the same, but they have a little bit different. I kind of like this idea, so I thought I might play with it some more. And this one's day 39. Day 40. Now, in playing with it some more, I'm not really fond of this one. And this, of course, is day 41, and I don't like it at all. I don't like the color. I don't like anything about it. But, that's what happens. I believe I'm supposed to be on day 46, so I'm only 4 days off, and I was 20 days behind when I started. So that's pretty good. I'm not unhappy with that progress. So I thought I'd work on my doodle for today while I was on camera. So let me get started here. By the way, I use Micron Pigma pens. I don't know if you can see that. Where'd my glasses go? I threw them on the table. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to focus, but it's a Micron Pigma pen, and that the reason I like these is that they don't tend to bleed through things. You can write on copy paper, and it doesn't usually bleed through. So I tend to use them in my planner and everything. So it's just one of those things I like to work with. And let's see here. What should we do? Guess I should have had a plan. Doodles are not supposed to be planned, are they? Let's do a little spiral. Or maybe reverse. Now we'll have to encapsulate it so that we can color it. One of the things about coloring things is if you color something, it has to have sort of has to have an enclosed space. So, all of a sudden, this one looks like a very odd face with hair. Okay. Very much looks like an odd face with hair. And I sort of missed some things, but that's okay. Let's add some of our signature squirrels. I don't know. It started out looking like a face with hair, and now it looks like a bug. So that happens sometimes. At the same time, coloring them in, and for coloring, for this particular project, I happen to have what used to be all the colors of Stampin' Up! Writers. Well, back in another lifetime, I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I have rubber stamps and I have Stampin' Up! Writers. So we're going to use these. And they're just water-based markers with a brush tip. So anything you've got that's water-based. The book I'm working in is mixed media paper. And I really kind of like it for this. It's a little heavier than you might need for just doodling on, but it was something I had made up to put in my planner. I like that I can pull it out because I tend to turn things upside down and backwards when I'm working on it. So, well, let's see here. Let's color the middle first so that we can figure out where we're going with the colors. The older I get, the less I wear my glasses for anything that's up close. I've worn them since I was 4, so that's a lot of years of glasses, but they just bug me when I'm trying to do something close anymore. And see, the other thing about that Pigma marker is you can go over it with a water-based marker and it does not smear. Now, if on this mixed media paper, you do need to let it dry for a second or two before you start coloring over it. Okay. Well, I guess you might want to know the colors of these. I am not sure anymore if these are the colors that Stampin' Up! Still has or not. Um, I'll tell you as I pick them up what they are. This one is Pink Passion. And while I talk to myself a lot. It's when I color, I am concentrating. I guess as a child, I did not like to color, which is really strange. I love to paint, but I do not like to color. Did not like to color. I color now, but only with markers. I think it's crayons. I don't like crayons. And it's real funny, my child does not like crayons. He didn't color when he was little either. Okay, I am not liking this doodle at all. So sometimes they lead to other things. Sometimes they go, you go, yuck. But it's a doodle. It's not supposed to be fantastic art. It's supposed to be, that's a stepping off point, I guess. And I don't know if you've been following from the beginning, but the the reason I chose doodles is because they're not real time consuming. I had a lot of catching up to do for this project, and I knew that if I chose an art journal page or something like that, that I was not going to be able to do it. The other thing is I also know my time schedule, and to do something every day for 100 days, uh, I knew it wasn't going to work because some days I can barely get my shoes tied. There's just so much going on. So it was one of those things that I thought, well, I'd like to try to do this project and I'd like to try to keep up. And I've been doing pretty good. I think I missed, in the last couple of weeks, I missed 3 days. And the next day I would catch up. I'd do two the next day. But that's not the point. The point is to try to do it every day. Sometimes life just doesn't let it do that. By the way, this one is Tempting Turquoise, which is what I thought it was. And as far as using these markers right or wrong, I don't know whether I do that or not. I just use them the way I use them. Um, this paper is really great. It sucks up the ink, so it really grabs it nicely. So you don't have to force the marker. These markers are nice and juicy, and one of the reasons I still have them is because um, I have all of the, what do you call those things? The re-inkers for them. I have every re-inker that I have stamp pad and marker for. This one is Lovely Lilac. I also chose too many colors, I think, this time. I usually choose 3 or 5. I do know I'm going to have to get another little book made. I was going to use something else and that had some scrapbook paper in it, but I have decided I really like working on this mixed media paper. So I'm going to make another book up with the mixed media paper in it. And I actually might make 2 or 3 all at the same time because I'm really enjoying this project. I may continue to do some things with it after the fact. I may, after the 100 days, change coloring mediums. I got myself a brand new set of watercolor pencils the other day. I was in Hobby Lobby and they had the Prismacolor watercolor pencils on special. And so I got those, and I may just continue to do the doodles, but yet color them with the watercolor pencils. And if that's the case, I'm going to need the mixed media paper. And this one is Marvelous Magenta. And you know, when you do something and you don't like it, you go, hurry up, be done. Hurry up, be done. But I don't want to do that. I'm still trying to do the project as if it was something more involved than doodles. But you know, I think the big part of the project is to continuously do something, to be creative. It's been real fun. Of course, there will be a link down in the description of where you can find information about this project. I have not been good about posting it on Instagram. Instagram and I are not friends because it does not let me post from my computer. And I have not figured out a way to do that. I mean, I have apps and all kinds of things on the silly computer, but it does not want to let me do that. And I am just not going to fight with trying to transfer pictures to my phone and do this and that. I don't have time, so. Anyways, we're almost finished with day number 42, which means I only have 4 days to catch up with. So hopefully by the next time I do a video, I will have caught up and be ready with all of the days that I'm supposed to have. So this is day number 42. Thanks for visiting with me. Have a great afternoon. Go be creative. And if you enjoy my videos, please do subscribe. I'm having a lot of fun making them when I get time to make them. And stay tuned because there might be some fun stuff coming up. There's a little bell icon. If you click on the bell, it tells you when I've uploaded a video. Thanks a bunch for coming. Please subscribe. Have fun. Be creative.